Hello, welcome to Love's Vintage World. So this video is going to be another one of my declutter videos, but done slightly differently because I thought I'd show you my collection. So this is going to be my Chic Lit collection, which is the books here on this shelf, and a bit of a clear out as well. So I do read Chic Lit. I enjoy Chic Lit books. I read them every now and then as just a bit of a light read, to be honest. I used to read them a lot when I was younger. I kind of went from children's books to Chic Lit and historical fiction and non-fiction, and that's just how I did it. I didn't really read teen fiction, as I think we used to call it, but I've accumulated a few and I want to have a little bit of a sort out, bit of a clear out, and maybe get rid of one or two, but I'll show you my collection. Anyway, I'll stick you in front of the books, so let's talk about them. Right, so this is my Chic Lit shelf. These are most of the Chic Lit books that I have in my collection. There are still a few that I have at my parents' house that for some reason just haven't made it over here yet, but most of those are kind of duplicates, so I'm happy with the collection that I have. So, as you can probably tell, it's double stacked, so I've got this bit at the front and then I've got books at the back as well, but I'll start with the ones at the front. So this book is called Corrupted. It's by, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, it's Emi Yoshida? I'm not quite sure. This is a book that I won actually from Goodreads, which was brilliant, and I really enjoyed it and I gave it 5 stars. I thought it was brilliant. I think if I reread it again, I don't think I'll give it 5 stars. I'm not sure if it's my type of thing. It's kind of like romance meets crime, but I did really enjoy it. But I'm going to keep this because I think I might give it a reread at some point. Plus, it's also signed, so, and dedicated to me, so I'm going to keep this one. So the next one, I'm not quite sure where I came across this. I know I bought it online, but I'm not sure where I first saw this. Anyway, it's called Nelcott Is My Darling, a novel by Gerda Fried. It's about time at university, and this is signed, funny enough. It says, "To carry the book club queen, thanks for coming to my launch, Gerda Fried." There we go, so I'm going to keep this one too. Then you can see I have a load of Jane Costellos. So I have actually read all of her work as Jane Costello. There's another one, Summer Lights at the Moonlight Hotel, and The Newlyweds, I think. I did own The Newlyweds and I have no idea where it's gone. Summer Lights at the Moonlight Hotel, I gave that to charity because I wasn't too impressed. These ones are a bit hit and miss. Some of them I love and think are great. Some of them I love despite the fact that they are very much kind of typical Chic Lit and quite cliche, like Girl on the Run and My Single Friend. You know what's happening very early on. Bridesmaids is brilliant. All the Single Ladies is my favourite of hers. The Wish List is brilliant. These two aren't that great, but I think I'll keep them for now. And just generally, I really enjoy her books. They're fantastic and just great fun, so I'm going to keep all of those. So the next book I have is Martine Mccutcheon, The Mistress. I read this a fair few years ago. It's about a woman, I can't remember her name. Oh, what's her name? Can't remember it. But she meets a man called Jake and she kind of falls for him. And she ends up becoming his mistress. And you think you'd really hate it, but actually you completely fall for her. And yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I would like to reread this at some point because I remember I really enjoyed it. So definitely keeping this one. Okay, so the next book is Since You've Been Gone by Anushka Knight, I'm going to guess. This, again, I won on Goodreads. And again, when I read it years ago, I gave it 5 stars. I thought it was brilliant. It's kind of romancy, but it doesn't have too many sexual kind of scenes because I'm not too keen on that. I think it had about 2 and that was it. But I don't think I'd like it as much the second time round. And to be honest, I don't think I'll reread it. Whenever I go to pick up a Chic Lit, I pick up the same ones to reread. I'm currently rereading a Chic Lit, and that is a Sophie Kinsella. So yeah, I think I'm going to get rid of this because I just can't see myself reading it in the future. So the next book I have is The Naughty Book for Girls by Candice Hill. This is a book that I just picked up. I think I picked it up from a charity shop or something. I just thought it was pretty, so I got it. But it's not for me. I don't even know what it's about. I haven't really looked through it, to be honest, that much. Yeah, I just don't think it's my sort of book, really. So I'm going to get rid of this. So now you can see the books behind And let's sort these out. The first three are Bridget Jones. These are going nowhere. I love Bridget Jones. So I have Bridget Jones's Diary, which I gave 3-star, Bridget Jones' Dead of Reason, which I gave 4-star, and Bridget Jones's Baby, which I gave 5-star. This is the best one in my opinion. I think it's brilliant. Mad About the Boy, you'll notice, is not in my collection. It used to be in my collection. I tried to read it several times, but I just hated it. Yeah, I wish that book didn't exist, so I pretend it doesn't, but these three definitely are going nowhere. So the next lot of books are Sophie Kinsella books, this one being Can You Keep a Secret? It's one of her standalones. I love this book. It's 5-star, it's brilliant. I would love to reread this soon, actually. It's been quite a few years, so this is going nowhere. As you can see, I read it a lot. It is not in the best condition, but it's brilliant. It's well loved, well read, so definitely keeping it. And if you haven't read this one, I highly suggest you do because it's so funny. Then one of her more recent standalone books, I've Got Your Number. I liked this and I was unsure what to do about it, but to be honest, I think I'm going to get rid of it. I can't see myself rereading it in the future. It's not one of her best, so I don't think I'll keep it, because I think if I want to turn and reread one of hers, I'll reread either one of the Shopaholics or I'll read one of these standalones. So I'm going to get rid of this one. And then the last of her standalones that I own, although I have read all of them, the rest just aren't in my collection anymore. I've got rid of them. This is Remember Me. Again, I really enjoyed this one and I would like to reread this one too. This I remember having a good old giggle to myself. I thought it was really funny. So yeah, I'm going to keep this one too. So got rid of one of her standalones, but keeping both of these. Okay, then you can see I have this lot. Now this is the Shopaholic series, apart from the first one, because the first one I'm actually currently rereading. So I have currently reading Secret Dream World of the Shopaholic. This one is Shopaholic Abroad, Shopaholic Ties a Knot, Shopaholic and Sister, Shopaholic and Baby, Mini Shopaholic, Shopaholic to the Stars, and Shopaholic to the Rescue. That's a lot of Shopaholics. I really like these books. They're all going to stay. Although I think these ones are much better than those ones, they're all going to stay because I just love them all. And yeah, as I said, I'm currently reading, so woo. Then I have, it's another Sophie Kinsella, but this is her writing as Madeleine Wickham, which is her name. I think it's her actual name, actually. But she wrote as Madeleine Wickham before Sophie Kinsella. And before she came, you know, huge. This one is Cocktails for Three. She wrote, I think there's about 6 books as Madeleine Wickham, and I think I've read all of them. If not all of them, I've only missed out one. But Cocktails for Three is the best one in my personal opinion, and the only one that I've kept that I can see myself rereading. And I can still see myself rereading this, so I'm going to hang on to it. Then I have Glaciers, I'm not sure, by Alexis M. Smith. Well, for one, really like the cover. And 2, it's about vintage and books, and yeah, I really enjoyed it, so I'm going to keep this. Okay, so this is Sex Education. It's by Jani Visman, I'm not sure. This, I'm really unsure what to do. I read it, and at the beginning it was like 2 stars. By the end it was like 4 stars. It was a whole roller coaster about friendship, and wow. But I'm not sure what to do with it. I might keep it for now and see if I try and reread it. It's a bit odd because there's a lot of like small pages. But yeah, might try and reread it and see how I get on, but not sure how long this will stay in my collection for. And then finally, It's Not Me, It's You by Martine. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. This, as you can see, is a beautiful looking book. And it's a book that I've read, I enjoyed. I gave it 3 stars. I liked it. I didn't think it was amazing or anything. But it's one that I think I'll enjoy more now that I know the story. So again, I think it's one to reread and then make my judgment once I've reread it, because as you know, I'm much more of a rereader than a reader. So yeah, I'm going to keep that one too. So there we have it. That is my finished Chick Lit book collection and clear out. I feel good. I got rid of 3 books, which I know isn't a lot, but yeah, I'm happy with it so far. I might do another one of these. If you'd like me to, let me know in the comments section. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos on books, history and vintage. Take care, and I shall see you soon for the next video. Bye for now.